Sorry, where were we? Oh no. We broke it off. Okay, sorry. Part 2 of this video. This is where we left off. These, I don't remember what they're called. Black-eyed Susan, I think? If I remember. I don't know. I forget a lot of these. But I just think they're gorgeous. They look like that one. They're somewhat healthy. These, I don't know if they just dried because they're spent or that little guy ate it. See that slug right there? Ugh, I hate slugs. Alright, so moving on. My volunteer tomato, which has a baby tomato right there and some flowers here. Volunteered in the middle of that succulent, so we'll see. I love this one because of the color variation. It's all one plant and it's so pretty. Oh, and look what we found, another snail. I tell you, these slugs and snails are the bane of my existence. And I like this one because it's like fuzzy, like the others that, like this one. Well, actually this one's different. These two were also gifted to me by my mom. They were cuttings from her own plants. Oh, haha. This one is one of the slug's favorites. Yes, I know it's disgusting, but whatever. Boy, I'm so glad I came in here in the night. 1, 2. And I just killed another one, so that was 3. And they camouflage so nicely with the stems of these plants. Alright, let's take care of those. Who knew snails actually bleed when they die? I wonder how many snails and slugs are living under there. Oh, see? There's another one right there. Yep. Alright, I think I'm done. I checked this plant. I got about another 5 snails. Not snails, slugs. From the last time I paused the video. Yep. Don't remember what these are called, but they flower really nicely. That one has a beautiful flower too when it does flower. There's nothing in that one because I was trying to grow thyme, and thyme didn't like growing there. Or maybe I'm just not good at it. Love the color of these too. And these are so green on one side, purple on the other. Beautiful. Like you see, it's the same leaf. It's purple on the underside and green on the top. It looks very tropical. And put some of this other one over here, just snapped off of another plant. I put it in there, see what happens. That's the steps to my house. I just put these here today. They were in a different location. So we'll see how they like it on this side of town. And jasmine. Yes, beautiful jasmine. My zinnias. I love these. Oh my goodness. I'm so in love with zinnias. I'm obsessed with zinnias. This is, I'm not sure if you say it in English, gardenia, but in Spanish, they're gardenia. My mint that I bought, peppermint. I've had terrible luck growing peppermint. It's supposed to grow like weed, but for me, it just dies. So that one's holding up okay. This is a Arizona sun blanket flower. Don't know what it's supposed to mean, but it's a beautiful flower. I know that one looks not at its best, but if you see the picture, it's a beautiful bloom. My epazote, I don't know what you call it in English, but what else? Epazote es en español. Some people call it estafiate. My basil, aka albahaca in Spanish. Also have terrible luck growing basil. I kill it all. And I don't know what this is called, but My mother-in-law gave this to me as well. My mom gave me that little maguey down there. It's a miniature version. And this is the other plant that prefers the shade I was talking about earlier. My mother gave me this one. My Gerber daisies. Oh, they're so beautiful. They're gorgeous. This is my throw it all pot. Everything that I think is dying, but I'm not sure. I just kind of put it in here and see what happens. This is a little cactus that's trying to survive, but it just doesn't want to grow. I don't know why. Maybe it's the type of soil I'm using. Maybe I'm overwatering. I don't know. I'll figure it out one day. Another cactus. This one and this one have such beautiful flowers. That is my lavender that almost died. I cut it off all the way down. See if it comes back. All my little seedlings and plant starts. I just transplanted these today. This is a mint that was gifted to me. I mentioned to my coworker that I kill all the mint. So I got it as a gift. That's all I just transplanted these today. It's romaine lettuce and a red leaf lettuce. In the back I have some watermelon in that little cup back there. All these are, I don't know, random starts I've been trying. That one in the back on the far right is a ghost pepper I'm trying to keep alive in case my other one dies, but we'll see. This big chimney for a non-extinct chimney. Oh, these succulents. I have these here that I was trying to make more decorative, but then I killed them and they're coming back. And these are my cactuses, or my cacti. It's a kind of nopal that is edible but doesn't have any of the spines, so I don't have to worry about peeling cactus. My poor mother has to peel them when she gives them to me because she knows I will not eat them if she gives it to me with the spines. And this is the one I was killing so bad. I just feel so bad for this one because all this is negligence. I overwatered it and I left it in the sun. It's a very, very shallow pot. It's, I don't know, very shallow. And the water boiled in the sun or got too hot and it was killing the flowers, and not the flowers, the plants. So every day I ask if to forgive me and give me some more flowers, give me some more plants. Another gift from my mother. Around this one I planted some, that is not it, that's probably a weed, but I planted some milkweed. I used to have a lot of milkweed. I didn't realize that it was the only plant that sustains the monarch butterfly life cycle. I didn't really particularly like the way the seeds flew away and was growing everywhere. I thought it was a weed and I let it all die, and I regret that. So my mother gave me some seeds, and sorry, my kids. Anybody who has kids will understand. And these are my magueyes and some more of that plant that likes the shade. And geranios. I have a little composting thing right there. Yep, right there. That's where I put in random kitchen scraps, and this whole place, thanks to that, is covered in pill bugs now. So I'm not sure what exactly I did there, but experimenting. I don't know what that is, but it's a type of squash, I think. Something's growing there, and I'm gonna let it grow.
Mom.
These are all my tomatoes. It was really only like 5 plants, I think, but I didn't understand pruning until just recently. So I let a lot of these suckers go. And now I have a lot of tomatoes. And they're all the way up to my roof. Oh, you can see it there. They're actually touching the roof up there. Grow them on the window. My daughter said that every time she opens her window, it smells like tomatoes. Beautiful smell, if you ask me. Now on this side, I cut some romaine lettuce, and the cuttings, or the bottom stem portion of it, I planted in here because I heard that they'll regrow. It's pretty hot for lettuce right now, but I figured I'd give it a shot, and now I think they're flowering. They actually are. You can see it right there. It's flowering. So I'm gonna let it flower and see if I can harvest the seeds. I had an okra here, which was doing beautifully until my dog ate it. Yes, he ate the whole plant, left about a leaf. Everything else was dead. And these were some lettuce seeds that I interplanted with the okra, thinking the okra would shade it, but okra is no longer here. These are some potatoes that I planted as an experiment, because everything right now is pretty much an experiment, and it grew. Who knew? That is my persimmon tree, which is not looking very hot. I don't know what's wrong with it. Some type of something, I'm guessing, because I don't think the leaves are supposed to look that way. But I have more seeds, so I'm gonna try and plant some more. Hopefully I have better luck with a little more experience. This is a little lemon tree that I planted from seed. Little lemon I planted from seed, and it seems to be loving this pot because, oh, I found a caterpillar there. I don't want it there. I don't know what kind of caterpillar it is, but I don't think it's a butterfly. I think it's a moth. I have a lot of moths here. All right, took care of that one too. Even when all my garden is mature, I don't think I'll care so much about the slugs and the caterpillars, and a little hole here and a little hole there is not going to kill the plant. But when the plant is just a baby and it's just getting established, I don't think it's a good idea to let your bugs eat it. Even if they are beneficial insects, I don't think that it's a good idea to let your plants be sacrificed. Not when they're this little. This one maybe could handle a slug or two. Maybe not a caterpillar, because those things are vicious. This is my ghost pepper. It really likes it in this pot. It grew quite significantly since I put it here. This is a tomato that does not want to grow. I do park my vehicle right behind me. I'm legit right here. So my guess is that it is blocking the sun, and it's not growing because of that. I might move the truck or move the tomato because it doesn't like it. If you're interested, this is called Guero Kauai tomato, and it's 2 to 3 feet determinate. I thought I might need a stake, so I put it there when I put this in here. But this has been here for, I'm gonna say, about 3-4 weeks, and it's this big. We are in August. This should be much bigger. And I planted it from a seedling, not from seed. These are my, what are these? I forgot. This is a crimson tomato, similar to the one I have in the front yard, same variety. I think it just started to pick up today, because even earlier today it seemed a lot smaller to me. But in situ compost, I have this one on here on purpose just to remember to water in here and to cover that big hole. And I can put kitchen scraps and leaves in here, let it break down. And any worms there? Nope, no worms. I put some in the bin I try and remember to put some of my worms, at least 2 or 3 worms in here when I plant my new seeds into a new pot. This is milkweed. I purchased some red or swamp milkweed from Baker's Creek. So all these are seeds, and it should all be the same thing. I don't think there's a reason. I like to keep these inverted wire trash cans. I got this idea from Robbie and Gary's Garden. They're in Riverside in Southern California. Similar weather to mine. I live in South Los Angeles in California. So similar growing conditions. It gets a little bit hotter over there where she is. This is my California peppers, or my Chile California. And I like to keep them covered with a wire basket because I do have a big mandarin orange tree which houses a lot of birds. Couldn't tell you which kind of birds because I don't know a thing about birds. This is my Anaheim pepper. I just seeded some seeds here today because I'm not very convinced this one's gonna make it. So just in case, I put another 2 seeds in the soil here earlier. So we'll see how long it takes to germinate, if it does. And these wire baskets will protect it from the birds coming and tearing it out. There's nothing in that one. I don't know why I was showing that one. So that is pretty much covers every single thing I have growing in my garden right now. I showed you everything I have. Well, I didn't show you the trees, but what else? I have trees. I have a mandarin tree and I have an orange tree. And I have a fig stump with branches come out of it. That pretty much sums it up.